When most people think of Apple, three products usually dominate the conversation: the iPhone, the MacBook, and the iPad. These are Apple's headline makers, the devices that get their own blockbuster launch events and command the world's attention. But in the corner of Apple's lineup sits another device, one that rarely gets the spotlight: the Apple TV 4K. For years, many people have asked, why does this product even exist? After all, if your TV already has apps like Netflix and YouTube built in, or if you can buy a $40 streaming stick, why would you pay Apple more than triple the price for a little black box? Well, here's the thing. In 2025, Apple might be about to answer that question in the biggest way possible. And if the rumors and leaks we're hearing are true, this may be the year when Apple TV goes from overpriced streaming gadget to the centerpiece of your home entertainment and smart living experience. Chapter 1. The Apple TV. Problem: let's start by looking at where Apple TV 4K stands today. The current third-generation Apple TV 4K, launched in 2022, is already an impressive device. It runs on the A15 Bionic chip, the same chip that powered the iPhone 13. That means it's miles ahead of other streaming devices in terms of raw power. It supports 4K HDR10+, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and 60 FPS streaming. For anyone who cares about quality, Apple TV delivers the kind of cinema-level visuals and sound you won't get from a $40 Fire Stick, and it's not just movies. With Apple Arcade, this device can run console-like games at smooth frame rates. The interface is super responsive. Siri integration makes navigation easy, and thanks to Apple's ecosystem, it works seamlessly with your iPhone, iPad, or HomePod. But here's the catch: price. The Apple TV starts at $129, while competitors like Roku, Chromecast, or Amazon Fire Stick often cost less than half. For the average user who just wants Netflix, YouTube, and Disney+, the cheaper options make more sense. That's why Apple TV has remained a niche product, loved by Apple enthusiasts, but ignored by the masses. Chapter 2. Why 2025 could be the turning point. So why is 2025 different? Why should you suddenly start paying attention to the Apple TV 4K? Because Apple appears to be positioning it as much more than a streaming device. Instead, they want it to become the hub of your living room, your smart home, and even your entertainment life. And the rumors point to some massive upgrades. Chapter 3. The leaks and upgrades we expect. 1. A supercharged chip report suggests the new Apple TV could move from the A15 Bionic to the A17 Pro, or possibly even the A18 chip that will power the iPhone 16 series. This matters because the A17 Pro already brings console-grade performance. It's capable of hardware-accelerated ray tracing, the kind of graphics tech found in PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Imagine running games with realistic lighting and shadows directly on your Apple TV that instantly transforms it from just a streaming box into a legitimate gaming device. 2. Apple Intelligence on your TV. Apple recently unveiled its new AI platform, Apple Intelligence, and Apple TV could be one of the first non-iPhone devices to get it. That means smarter recommendations based on your viewing habits, personalized fitness coaching when using Apple Fitness Plus, and possibly even real-time AI upscaling for movies, making older content look sharper and more cinematic. Imagine Siri actually becoming useful, not just answering basic commands, but anticipating what you want to watch or adjusting settings dynamically while you watch. 3. Wi-Fi 7 and next-gen connectivity. Another expected upgrade is Wi-Fi 7 support. This means faster downloads, lower latency, and super smooth 8K or high frame rate 4K streaming. For gamers, this means less lag when playing online or streaming games via services like Xbox Cloud Gaming. For smart homes, it means faster and more reliable communication with all your connected devices. 4. Gaming becomes serious. Apple has been slowly building up Apple Arcade, but the next Apple TV could take it to the next level. With the new chip, 120Hz support, and external controller compatibility, like Xbox and PlayStation controllers, the Apple TV could finally compete with consoles as a family-friendly, budget gaming system. Add to this the possibility of cloud gaming integration, and you've got a device that can deliver 8AA experiences without needing an expensive console. 5. A new design with smart speaker integration. Some leaks suggest Apple may redesign the Apple TV into a hybrid device that combines the Apple TV box with a HomePod-style smart speaker. Imagine a sleek device that not only streams content, but also delivers room-filling sound. That would eliminate the need for buying both an Apple TV and a HomePod, and there are even whispers of FaceTime support through either a built-in camera or a camera accessory, turning your living room TV into a giant video calling screen. Chapter. First, Apple's bigger strategies. Why is Apple making these moves now? It all comes down to ecosystem control. Apple doesn't want to just own your phone, tablet, and laptop. It wants to control your entire living room. Think about it. With Apple TV at the center, you get Apple Music on your TV and speakers, Apple Fitness Plus on the biggest screen in your home, Apple Arcade as your casual console, HomeKit plus Matter support for all your smart devices, Apple Intelligence for personalization and AI-driven recommendations. In other words, Apple TV isn't just a streaming device anymore. It's becoming the central nervous system of your digital lifestyle. Chapter 5. The price factor, of course. All of this depends on price. If Apple keeps it at $129 or higher, the average consumer may still hesitate. But analysts believe Apple could finally introduce two models, a budget Apple TV under $99 to directly compete with Roku and Fire Stick, a Pro Apple TV with the A18 chip, AI features, and advanced gaming, priced at a premium. This two-tier strategy could finally push Apple TV into the mainstream. Chapter 6. How it stacks against the competition. Let's quickly compare. Apple TV to rivals Roku Ultra 2025. Affordable, simple, but limited in power and ecosystem. Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K Max. Cheap and Alexa integrated, but not nearly as powerful as Apple TV. Google Chromecast with Google TV, smart integration, but weaker hardware and fewer premium features. Apple TV 4K 2025. Likely the most powerful streaming device ever made, with console-grade gaming, AI, and smart home control. The difference is clear. While competitors focus on being cheap, Apple wants to be indispensable. Final thoughts. For years, the Apple TV 4K has been an underdog, a device with incredible power, but one that many dismissed as overpriced. But in 2025, everything could change. With next-gen chips, Apple Intelligence, Wi-Fi 7, gaming potential, smart home integration, and maybe even a redesign, Apple TV might finally step out of the shadows and become one of Apple's most important products. The real question is, will Apple finally convince everyday users that it's worth buying? Or will it remain a premium device for Apple fans only? One thing's for sure, 2025 might be the year the Apple TV 4K goes from forgotten to front and center in Apple's lineup. Some leaks suggest Apple may redesign the Apple TV into a hybrid device that combines the Apple TV box with a HomePod-style smart speaker. Imagine a sleek device that not only streams content, but also delivers room-filling sound. That would eliminate the need for buying both an Apple TV and a HomePod, and there are even whispers of FaceTime support through either a built-in camera or a camera accessory, turning your living room TV into a giant video calling screen. Chapter. First, Apple's bigger strategies. Why is Apple making these moves now? It all comes down to ecosystem control. Apple doesn't want to just own your phone, tablet, and laptop. It wants to control your entire living room. Think about it. With Apple TV at the center, you get Apple Music on your TV and speakers, Apple Fitness Plus on the biggest screen in your home, Apple Arcade as your casual console, HomeKit plus Matter support for all your smart devices, Apple Intelligence for personalization and AI-driven recommendations. In other words, Apple TV isn't just a streaming device anymore. It's becoming the central nervous system of your digital lifestyle.